Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Matt's weekly farts.
Breaking news.
It's very outside of the box.
I
love Friday. Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
Shut up,
A to B.
Uncut. Is that you?
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered cast on
Like complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another Hell Hasbro Reviews. This is your boy. This is Shattercast Uncut, episode 211.
It's your boy.
How is
It's your boy.
It's your boy.
It's your boy. I'm doing it for Transformers. You know.
Yeah.
That's It's Jay. It's Jay, and I love Transformers.
All right. As you can tell, we're a little lively tonight, and it is a breezy Tuesday night, and we are having a wonderful night. So we are 4 strong. We're missing one again. We got Gregors. He's not going to be joining us tonight, but we do have Robert D. How you doing, Nick? Caller, how you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you, Matthew. Hey, yo, I saw some of your last few reviews. Looks like you borrowed my fucking shirt, dude.
I did, man. I put that from the fucking waist down. I mean, I pulled it up from the waist up.
I was like, this guy, he's like a closet fucking stretched out collar guy. And every time I was getting teased about my shirt collars, he was sitting there he's quiet, all like,
it's quiet.
Are they going to know about mine?
But the problem is, I sleep in that shirt. You wear your shirts outside.
Man, but you're always sleeping.
Yeah, but you put it on the internet, man. You gotta have a little self-respect.
First of all, you don't watch my shit, so what are you talking about?
I did. I watched both. I watched both of your Gator reviews, and your Gator. Look, the proper Gator review. Gator looking at himself in the mirror. You need to relax. But the proper Gator review was fucking funny, dude. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then your Starscream review, I enjoyed. I enjoyed the claws on the wings.
Yeah. Oh, that's so stupid.
Dude, it's better, man. I told you it's better.
Good. I'm glad you liked it. Did you like the size comparison with the car?
What?
The size comparison with the Gator in the car?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Anyway. All right, Robert. Well, I'll just move away from you because, your internet's going to suck anyway, so not probably. Hey, Justin, how you doing, T2X6?
I am well, thank you very much. How about you, Matt?
I'm spiffy.
That's good.
I'm still waiting on those Ghostbuster videos, Justin.
Yeah, they're coming at some point. I gotta get the time to do it, and I figured things like Sideswipe and stuff are kind of hot Transformers topic, which is the bread and butter of the channel, So, get them out while I can and do them when I have slightly less time.
How did your Firehouse video do though? Comparative to your Transformer reviews.
I don't know. I'd have to go look. I do know that the other Ghostbusters reviews didn't do quite as well as
the Stay Puft one. I watched the Stay Puft one. It was good.
Dude, but you brought back the quiet ones, and I love those. It's really refreshing. I told you that, and I'm not meaning because I don't like to hear you talk and all that shit, but I really like those. I mean, they're real short, and they're just straight to the point, and you're just sitting there and you're just going over the toy and everything. I love those things, man. I'm glad you brought them back.
There's actually a number of people who are like, whatever happened to them? So I have, so when people were asking, I had probably 20, maybe between 15 and 20 on a hard drive that I just uploading them ahead of time and make sure you schedule it properly is such a pain in the ass. So they've just been sitting on a hard drive for 6 months now. So I was like, okay, I'll get them done. And
bring them on, man. Bring them on.
I like them. I mean, some people are like, what's the point? I'm like, well, if you buy the toy brand new or used, you know everything that should be in the box now, don't you? So.
Well, also it's the viewer gets to kind of just live vicariously through that unboxing moment without it being the obnoxious, typical kind of unboxing video. You know?
And the other thing is, maybe you don't care what I think about it. Maybe you just want to see the logistics of how the figure comes and everything like that, and that's what it does. Like no opinions, just here it is. So.
Or maybe you got people tied up in the basement.
Or maybe I have people tied up in the basement.
I may do that. I may open my next one. Oh, anyway, and up next is
Matt's gonna knock you off.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock him off. Bobby,
you'll hear Matt breathing.
Man, fuck you. Your reviews suck. You know what? I'm not watching your reviews anymore.
I'll be honest with you though. There are challenges with that style review because like the room I have is the same room that like the cat's litter box and stuff is in. That's the same one I do the review. So like once in a while I'll be sitting there and he comes barging in. I'm like, gotta reshoot this a little as best as I can. So yeah.
Oh, I had to reshoot. My mom went to the bathroom on the Gator review, and you can hear the door flush. And I was like, God damn it! It was a good part too. I was like, damn it!
I'm like, who uploaded this video on Deluxe's channel? Was it fucking Darth Vader?
Your reviews suck. You know that? And fuck you. I'm a fat ass. I know that. I hear myself.
You're opening a box. What are you breathing hard for?
At least I don't break my toys. So, So. How you doing, broke ass toy face?
Bobby doesn't break his toys. He breaks other people's toys.
Whatever, broke ass toy face. How you doing?
What's up, Cool Breeze?
Whatever. I am a Cool Breeze. I'm gonna fart at fucking Skullfest a lot. I'll show you Cool Breeze. I'm gonna ruin that purple chair.
Not if I sit in it first.
That's true. How you doing, Bubba?
Very well, sir. How are you?
Good. I'm good. And well, let's go back around. Like I said, Gregor's not here. So, Robert D, did you get anything this week, man?
Do I have to go?
No, you don't have to. Justin, did you get anything?
Nope.
I guess I have to go. No, I'll go. He didn't get anything. I'll just expose myself. So I got don't get excited, Bobby. Let me get my wig first, Bobby. Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Oh,
I finally got in the what Matt?
Are you drunk tonight?
No, I'm having a glass of wine.
Check you.
Having a
so by the end of the show, this will be a fun show.
Yeah, I was supposed to say it's still getting drunk.
No. I got a Fitbit Pro, whatever the hell that fucking thing is.
That's cool.
Yeah, started seeing
Fit your big ass out of the wrist?
I got an extra large.
Okay.
I got a nutritionist.
Dude, you got so much money, man. You and your nutritionist.
Hey, you know what? I mean, I couldn't be like, hey, Lisa, make me some turkey taco plan.
You sound like one of my videos, man. What the fuck's wrong with you?
So, you know, some turkey tacos.
I'm gonna breathe on another one too.
So yeah, what else did I get? I got that, and trying to change things up health-wise. And I got in finally the Icarus Toys Voltron. Apparently, Bandai lost the license, and I guess Icarus picked it up. That's why you have a Solar Chojokin from last year, and now you have this Icarus Toys Voltron. And it's a repaint, slight remold, like retooling of the Mad Toys King of Beast. And it's really beautiful. It's really just the slightest things they change in the mold, the sculpt, it changes everything. And the paint is beautiful. It's like this metallic. And, I took the Black Lion out. Set him down. He's like in Voltron non-assembled mode in the box. Very G1 feel, whatever that means, because it's Voltron. But you get the toy feels. But set him down, and then I took out the Yellow Lion. And I've played with the King of the Beast for a long time. It's very playable. And you have to pull the shoulders forward, like the head and shoulders area, come forward just like a click to give him like an ankle rocker in Voltron mode. And I just pull. And it just comes apart in my hands.
They just don't make them like they used to, Robert.
God.
Or they make them exactly like they used to for Robert.
Very funny.
Did it
Very
snap?
funny, guys.
Did you hear it snap, or did it just?
No snap. Wow. Just separated, like most, and it's this thick O-ring that is like that is the joint, and it wasn't. There was like just one thin side of it was white. The rest of it was just clean, untraumatized plastic. So it has to be a defect, but it just bummed me out big time, because I knew Bobby was going to be disappointed because I told him I was going to send this to him.
It's all good. I don't get it. That's not such.
Why don't you get disappointed for it before Bobby does?
I'm being facetious, but
it's still facetious.
No. So I was like sitting here moping. I'm feeling real bad, and I'm like, oh, King of Beast, I'll play with you instead. And I fucking pick him up, and I go to twist his arm to make it like go in the same pose that this Icarus Toys arm was in, holding the sword down on the floor, and I snapped the red lion in half on my Mad Toys.
Oh my god, dude!
So am I gonna guess that I'm gonna get these things at some point? Is that what's gonna happen?
I glued it together. I fixed it. The red lion. He just can't swivel anymore.
It looks like Spider-Man webbed him up, but it's fine.
No. I went in there and I put.
Is there Scotch tape somewhere?
I put some Gorilla Glue where it broke inside the lion, so he just wouldn't swivel around anymore. But because it was a nasty break, and that shit snapped. It was like squeak, crack, and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. So, but yeah, the guy I got it from was it LCM Toys. He's pretty cool, but he's out in Hong Kong. So I was nervous. It took him 24 hours to get back to me, but he said I could just send him back the Yellow Lion. He's gonna send it to the factory. The factory's gonna send him a replacement Yellow Lion, and then he'll send me the fucking replacement Yellow Lion.
So
now we've got Chinese New Year.
The one half of the lion. And probably not the screw in the wrong half.
No, because I'm sending him back the whole Yellow Lion. But I'm fucked because it's also Chinese New Year now. So we could just, I'm not going to see this thing for a long time.
March 2019.
And on top of it, I forgot what I was going to say because my kid just knocked on the door. Okay, but, that's about it. Yep, that's all that I got.
Okay, good. Sorry about your Voltron and stuff. So, Justin, did you get anything?
Nope.
Alrighty. Bubba, did you get anything? Did you check out?
I almost got to say I didn't get anything, but unfortunately, fucking Spiro sent me a fucking big, stupid Praetorian Guard that I got today.
When's the review up?
No, he'll make an appearance in another video, but I got the opportunity to look at the.
Better get that shit in that video before he's regifted.
I got the opportunity to check out the Mezco Superman, the Mezco Red Skull, and the SH Figuarts Tien from Energon Addict. I got to check out SH Figuarts Spider-Man and Iron Man 2-pack from Jose from Breaking the Mold, and I got to check out the Toynami Voltron via Robert D. The Figma Deadpool, the Revoltech Magneto, and the SH Figuarts Sora from Kingdom Hearts from Mike E. And I got to check out the Make Toys Bounce Back via a different Jose, Jose S. And then I got the Action Toys Bike Robo DX also today.
You paid for that?
No, Action Toys sent it to me.
Are you keeping it?
Yes, definitely. I'm definitely keeping it. Like so far, it's my favorite transforming robot figure of the year.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, there hasn't been much that I've gotten, to be fair, but so far, yeah.
That's
including what you looked at, although not gotten.
I'd have to look back through
his catalog.
I had to look back through. I would say probably. I've looked at a lot of bullshit this year. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh, he's talking about your legends. That's what he's talking about.
So yeah, I mean, probably. What about you, Deluxe? What did you get this week? Actually, Deluxe, you got what? Go ahead.
Absolutely nothing.
No powder primes.
No powder primes. I passed on powder puff Grimlock.
Say it.
I passed on a powder puff Grimlock a couple. Stop it, man. Get the fuck out of here. Do you have that shit on, like, fucking ready to go?
I had it ready. I had it ready for you if you didn't get any powder primes.
Yeah, I didn't get no powder primes.
Every time you don't get powder primes, I'm playing "Feeling Good" by Nina Simone.
Well, that's gonna be every fucking show probably then. No, I'll get something. I want that prime probably. Powder prime.
Powder prime?
Yeah. So yeah, I guess moving along. First of all, I would like to.
What if
Yes, I would like to be interrupted. Yes.
What if Transformers did a Powder Primes Optimus Prime from Transformers Prime?
What if you had good internet, man? What is that? How about we work on the internet first, then we'll talk about the Powder Prime.
Powder Prime.
First of all, okay, moving on. I would like to say, first of all, congratulations to our brothers at ROC. They had 1,000 subscribers. And we are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. We are 15 off. And probably by the time you hear this, hopefully we'll be past that. But if not, why have you not subscribed to us? Come on now. Get out there and sub. Just go to YouTube, get your wife, get your girlfriend, get your...
That shit was sad listening to Realm of Collectors talk about it. They were like, hasn't Shattered Cast made it? They're like, I don't know.
I know. They had to look like...
Check this out. Oh, it doesn't look like they...
Come on, fellas.
Doesn't look like they did it.
Y'all better than that. Like I said, get your dog.
Shattered Cast like the poor kid.
I know. We're the stepchildren now. God damn.
That's fine.
But anyways, yeah. But I mean, it doesn't matter. We're still going to do this show. It doesn't matter how many fucking subs we have. We have one sub. We still fucking have fun doing it.
That's a fact.
But get out there and fucking sub. Come on, man. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Like I said, get anybody. But anyway, congratulations to you, RLC, all them guys.
Yeah, they did it quick. They did it quick.
We're happy for y'all. We're really happy for y'all.
They only rolled like 1,000 deep, but you know.
Yeah.
Each member just had to subscribe.
Yeah,
they got an email saying you're no longer part of the team if you don't subscribe.
Yeah, that's true. And they have a contest actually going on for that new Voltron, which is pretty cool. I entered, so hopefully, fingers crossed. We do have some shirts. We actually sent off one today. Bobby did, or a couple days ago.
Yeah, I sent off one. I got another one to send off probably Saturday.
And if we get enough people that wants the shirt, we'll get some more made probably. So if you,
I think we're gonna order another batch. But before I do, I probably want to powwow with you guys and see if you want to get any other merch to add, because we were talking about getting sweatpants and stuff.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. And we'll, like I said, if you want something, or if you want something to be made, can that be possibly happen? If they want something to share cast on something else?
Yeah, if it's a popular choice. Like if you're the one fucking dickhead that wants like a soccer jersey, you have to relax.
But yeah, if enough people want something on something, that everybody will agree that they want, we'll definitely hook that up. So, anyways, I guess we'll move on to movie show news, and we have some Bumblebee shows or movie whatever. Bumblebee Robot Mode revealed through RC Car.
The link doesn't work.
Shit. Oh. Yeah, not over. I've seen it.
Moving on.
Well, I saw it. It looks like a skinnier teenager Bumblebee kind of thing going on. It was weird looking. I don't know. It looked kind of scary, but anyways. All right, moving on. Go figure. The Last Night was nominated for Worst Picture at the Razzies. Nobody fucking saw this coming. So I'm just gonna put that out there. Yeah, sadly, it has become a tradition for Transformer live action movie to be selected. So, they didn't. Well, the first one didn't get nominated. That's cool. Ever since Revenge of the Fallen, they've won the award every year. God damn.
What about the other awards it was nominated for in the third paragraph? Why don't you read those?
In addition to being nominated for the worst picture, God damn. The movie has been nominated for Poisonous, performed by an actor, Mark Wahlberg. Worst supporting actor, Josh Jamal. Sir Anthony Hopkins. That's mean. He's old. Worst supporting actress, Laura Hancock. Hancock? Yeah, not Hancock.
Haddock.
He's Hand. Oh, yeah, Hand it. I can't read.
Worst sequel.
Worst director, Michael Bay. Worst screen combo, any combination of two humans, two robots, or robots, not robots, or two explosions, and the worst screenplay. So they're going to win a lot of Razzies.
I would also wish they would just make a special category for worst Transformers movie, because I feel like it could win that one too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So The Mummy, 50 Shades Darker, and Baywatch got a chance of winning too, or the Emoji Movie too. So, yeah, whatever. Everybody knows that was going to happen. So, anyways, let's move on to third-party news. We got teasers of MS Toys. Let me see what this is. Come on up. Do any of the links work? Oh, okay. So we got images. Looks like Sideswipe. Are these legends or what are they?
I'm trying to find out myself.
These are those fancy legends.
Okay, so we got Sideswipe, Blaster. Who's the third one?
Red Alert. Or is that Red Alert? No.
No, that's a dick missile right there on top of it.
So Sideswipe.
I'm thinking that
Blaster.
is that
Blaster, and is that Double Dealer? No, that's not Double Dealer.
I'm guessing it kind of looks like. Yeah, I don't know. It could be Perceptor maybe, but I don't know. It's not the right head, right?
Yeah, he didn't have the side.
I mean, it would make sense for it to be Red Alert.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be Red Alert just at a different angle that we're seeing it, you know?
Yeah.
And then we got
Trailbreaker. Huffer.
Huffer. And then Sideswipe back.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, we saw so many prototypes of other figures, and we haven't had any releases yet. And this has to be Keith. It just rings Keith because those sculpts look so good. And, they probably fall apart in your hands. That's probably what happens with these.
I don't think that third one is Red Alert, man, because Sideswipe don't have the things on his arms falling off.
I don't know.
Just saying. I don't know. But anyways.
Well, don't forget that this is like a legend scaled toy, so like it could
true.
just have that there because there's no other place to put it on this scale, you know?
Not for nothing, we haven't seen silhouettes in a long time.
Okay.
It's been a minute.
I take back what I said because I'm looking at Sideswipe and he doesn't have it on the arm, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. It's a big
Looks
dick.
like his head. Looks like his head.
It could be a Stunticon, probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anybody in for these? Robert, are you going to get these fucking legends?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I'm going to test them out. I'm not going to just go all out. I mean, I'm going to test them out. And, hold on, this kid's knocking on the door. I'm going to get the first...
What are you guys? Are you guys playing Three Little Pigs over there?
I know you guys.
Here. My phone. Now the baby's going to fight you for the phone. That's what's going to happen. All right. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm going to... Whatever the first release is, if it's a wave... If it's just one, I'm going to get the first release and then judge based on that, because if it's solid, great, I'm all in. But once I have shit, I'm not going to keep going.
Right.
Period. So
I'm sorry. Go on.
No, I'm just saying, I feel like it's Keith, and I have a funny feeling that the sculpts are beautiful, but they're built like shit.
Well, I mean, how do you feel like all these other companies are coming in trying to do legends when, Iron Factory and DX9, all them are doing a pretty decent job, and Hasbro, I'll include them because they do legends good. I mean, what do you think of all these other companies trying to do legends now? It's like it's going to get over, it's going to get just, too many, I think.
I don't care about the number of them. I care about the quality. It's so you've got more companies going in on it. That's fine, just like with MP stuff. But I'm not going to, just like MP stuff, I don't buy everything just because you're making a character that I don't have. I'm not going to buy it if your company sucks shit. And that was it the Mech Fans toys?
Hot Soldiers.
I'm out. I'm never getting Mech Fans toys, but Hot Soldiers. I actually found out. It's just rumor, really, but it's trusted rumor that they are that they are Mech Fans toys. And I already stopped buying them anyway. Once I saw the B, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. So Hot Soldiers, they can eat shit. Mech Fans toys. I hope. We saw, I'm not sure if it's in the notes, but there were more images of the Omega Supreme that Mech Fans Toys designed, and it's like an original design. And I'm not getting it. I don't want to support them because them, more than any other company I've ever seen, like you can say, what about Wei Jiang? But they knocked off third-party Legends stuff as the third-party Legends stuff was still coming out. They caused genuine consumer confusion where like the Seekers had just come out, and then Mech Fans Toys post their Seekers, and then you have people on Facebook saying, oh, what is this, what size is this, Legends? There are Legends Seekers, they look so good. And that's consumer confusion, that's really stealing money from the originator. And I hope that now they've got this really nice looking Omega Supreme coming out. I hope someone fucking knocks them off real quick so they know what it's like.
Hey, Bobby, look who made a comment down on the thing.
On which one?
On the Legends.
I mean, but on which picture?
Oh, no, just look at it when you open it up.
Oh, on the general thread?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I don't see it.
Our own Robert D.
Oh, I love you, Keith.
Oh, I love you, Keith. Dude, you're funny, man.
Of course.
I do think that this is red alert. If you look at the legs, you see the legs are pretty much identical to side swipes. So I think
I know, but the
missile
missile
differentiate it.
The missile's different. The cannon's different. Was it different from side swaps? I thought it was a straight just recolor. I mean, it don't matter. I mean, whatever. But I don't think it is. I don't really think it is. But all right, moving along. I guess since we've talked about this, MS Toys fire extinguisher.
Oh, go ahead.
Extinguisher. I can't say it. Oh, fuck it. I can't say it.
Extinguisher.
Extinction. The age of extinction.
Yeah.
Extinguisher. Eggs of extinction.
Fuck y'all, man. This is Inferno. They're Inferno. So we actually get to see a prototype of it.
Bobby likes that second picture.
Oh, the letter?
Yeah.
It's fine.
If only it had titties.
What are you talking about?
It looks like candy. It looks like a candy. It looks like a candy cane or something.
Are you one of the people that people have to worry about eating Tide Pods? You just see something like it looks like candy.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. I'm a big guy. I like to eat stuff. Tide Pods ain't that bad. Anyways, Fanstoys Iceman revised renders. So I guess we got more pictures of Iceman.
You moved on?
Oh no, I'm trying to.
Sorry, I moved on to Fanstoys.
Looks good. I'm all for it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hold on.
The Jetmo looks pretty good.
Fuck yeah, it does.
But I'm going Zeta. I think I may skip on these and just go Zeta.
Bastard.
Yeah. I gotta save money somehow. I gotta get to Skullfest. Goddamn.
Stop buying Hasbro.
I have, Justin.
I don't think you have.
Probably not. There's a couple I want. So I guess everybody's in for these. Robert, you in for Fanstoys? I guess you are.
Yeah. Oh, totally. I'll get both.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll have one move in out of my fucking bedroom. I don't know.
You got room?
Ball.
No, I don't have room. I'll make room.
Are you going to break some other shit to make room?
No, I'll make the room. I'll figure it out. I have to have both. They're both so good. But I heard that the Zeta Toys Fireflight's kind of bad. People have been complaining that he's
dude, I'm hearing such mixed things about it, man. I'm just waiting until I get the shit in hand.
I can't wait for your love fest. I want to see that video.
Mm-hmm.
Extinguisher. All right.
Bobby does his Zeta reviews with an English accent. If you know what
that's funny. See, if that's the thing, that's why I try to hide myself from all the fucking hubbub, because like I hear like something's tremendous and then I check it out. I'm like, this is fine. And then I hear something's like a piece of shit, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be terrible. And then I get it, I'm like, no, it's not. So that's why I try to hide myself. I feel like it skews my view on shit.
Where do you hide that though?
Under this table here. I got a little table with a little cubby underneath.
I would hide in that tub.
I was gonna say I would hide in that tub, man. Nobody find you there.
Why would you hide in the tub? It's dirty in there, man.
Because nobody find you there.
Oh, because you both dress dirty.
I don't dress dirty. My reviews. I was in. You wear a fucking robe. Shut the fuck up.
It's a clean robe though, Mac.
It ain't clean, Mac.
Very close.
Listen,
that means it's very soft.
You got a hoodie that looks like a kangaroo had an abortion. Okay.
What? Oh, that is true. That is true. That's not my fault though. That's not my fault.
It's your fault for wearing it.
Kangaroo had an abortion. Oh, hey, guess what? Gravity Builder has an upgrade kit. Yay!
I almost can't tell what changes. The head and the knees, is that it?
It's a head. I got a new head. You got 3-color light up breastplates. Why would you need that? 3-color knees.
My transformer is not complete unless his tits are lighting up. I don't know about anybody else. So.
And Zeta is just like, I feel like I don't want them to get distracted with their vendetta against fucking ToyWorld.
Yeah. But we're not there yet, Bobby.
I'm sorry. I saw upgrade kit. I clicked the wrong fucking thing. I'm sorry.
Who's
My bad.
in on this?
This is that's a nice looking head, so to speak.
But I like the Generation
I
toy
do too.
head.
I do too. But that looks. I had to admit that looks nice.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that most of this upgrade is necessary. Like the knees, I guess, is fine, but like even then, it's not that big of an upgrade. Like, what scale are you trying to get this thing into?
Exactly.
You know, like it's not gonna fit with any of the other combiners that are out there. It's not like suddenly it's ToyWorld Devi style. You know, like I don't know. It's weird. The head's fine, but you know, whatever. I hear you, Robert.
Oh, there's an internet.
Yeah.
Is he? Yeah, he's taller than the yellow one. Huh. Oh, because of the knees make him a little taller.
He's like an inch taller, maybe.
What's the point? Like Justin's saying, what is the point?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, he don't make a big. You know,
I mean, doesn't it's been a while since I've seen a gravity builder since I sold mine, but he scales with like their Bruticus, right? Like.
Yeah, I think so.
So what's the point?
Perfectly.
Why would I mean unless it makes the knees stronger, that would be cool. I mean,
were they weak though? I mean, I remember.
I don't know.
Being
I never
kind of
had.
a pain
I
in
don't
the
have
ass
gravity.
to put together. So I don't know.
That's the only reason why I could think that because it's not making a dramatic change in it as far as height.
I like Dramastics.
God damn it! I hate hosting. I really do. I think I'm a great host, but I cannot fucking speak. I can't read.
Oh, we know you do.
I know. We'll go live right now. So I swear to God, we'll go live right now.
You let us know all the time you think you're a great host.
Hey
guys, don't you think I do a pretty good job?
Oh, he does.
Oh, God. You know what? Okay, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know why, what you need this for, but whatever. If you want it, cool, you win. That's good.
Yeah, but who is saying I wish this guy was a half-inch taller? Like, it's just stupid.
Like and like
really bad money.
He's so stylized. Like I don't even really necessarily want that head on it because it's not the body for that. Like I don't know. It's weird.
Looks kind of plain Jane. Looks like plain Jane a little bit. And you get a set of cold weapon too, so that's cool. Whatever that is. All right. Guess what else? Oh, Zeta Toys to release updated Dinoking, the ToyWorld Dinos, as a box set. So I guess this is what Bobby was jumping up ahead of.
Yeah, that's my fault.
No, I do it all the time.
This shit seems petty as fuck.
Yeah, I agree.
Just leave this shit alone. It's water under the bridge. Like you've tried to fuck them with RC, Jazz, the Superion, and Bruticus. Like it's enough.
I'll tell you what.
Get that shit out. Get that shit out. Don't worry about this stuff. Get that out.
I didn't want this shit when it was from ToyWorld. So like the only way that I would even consider is like box set $20. I'm like, well, okay, I'll check it out then.
Yeah.
Like other than that, like you're just wasting your own money. So.
Right. Is there anything different? Is this the same thing as ToyWorld?
It's supposed to have some upgrades, but it looks the same to me.
Okay. My Dinobots don't combine in this house, so I don't know. It's real shiny. That's good.
Yeah.
Bobby, do you own this?
No, but that's like one of their things though. Like they made RC chrome like metallic, and they made Jazz more metallic, and they're doing it with this as well. This is this combiner is fucking trash, but it's like one of my highest viewed videos. Not for nothing.
Oh, we know. I'm
trying to think who
talk about it every week.
So since Zeta likes to put things out dirt cheap, how much do you think this box is going for? $100?
No, I bet it's about $250 probably.
I'm gonna. Ooh, that's a tough. I'm gonna say $400.
You think so?
How
much are the ToyWorld dinos?
$100 a pop.
So you're saying 400, getting 100. I don't know, man. Like you can get the limbs for Superion for $50 a piece.
That's true. That's a solid point.
I think this would be $250 to $300 probably give or take right there.
I'm going with like 250. That's my
I'm gonna
guess.
say 219.
You know what? Instead of fucking with this, get your Aerobots out, get your Combaticons out. You know, work on a Minosaur or a Computron or something like that. Get that shit out. Don't worry about this bullshit. Come on, Zeta, you're better than that.
Are they?
They're not though. I mean, like, look at the stuff they're releasing. Like, they're clearly not better than that.
Yeah,
like,
don't work on your RC. Don't work on that jazz shit. Get your fucking get the combiners out that we know that are probably going to be decent because goddamn them arm modes are fucking tight. Do that shit out. We don't need the single shit. We don't right now. Get your combiners out. Let's work on that.
I think that's what people are most excited about.
Oh yeah. Anybody hear somebody say, "Oh man, that fucking Zeta RC is nice." Somebody messing with the transformer?
I just put
You broke something.
I just put Mad Toys Yellow Lion onto my what do you call it?
So if this box is $200, will anybody get it?
No, I don't. I wouldn't get this. I wouldn't get this for $50.
Damn.
Like, and it's not because it's that bad. It just has no place to me. It's of no use. It's like I wouldn't get a Megazord for $50. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. I don't like that face. That face looks ugly as shit.
Dude, that face. Like when I did it on camera, it was like the first time I saw it in real life, and I just started laughing. Like I can't keep it together. Like it's so fucking goddamn goofy.
It does. It scare you a little bit. Like, ugh. Yeah. No. Anyways. All right. Well. Yeah, Zeta. Come on now. You're better than that. What is this? 250 or less retail. Improved joints. Oh, okay. So it's 200. Well, I guess Greg put down it's 250 or less retail, improved joints, modified paint job, and first 15 sets come with an exclusive weapons. So it is 250 or less.
Well, that's awesome.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
Not for what you're getting.
Look, I'll tell you,
it's
like,
still too much.
I'll tell you, for those out there that have a Chug collection that want a set of Dinobots for bot mode for their Chug collection, I think this is the best set you can get.
Better than Fans Project?
Yes, definitely.
So just bot mode, right? Not Dino mode?
Just bot mode, because Dino mode swoop looks like a goddamn nightmare.
Okay. I never looked at these, so I never looked at the ToyWorld one, so I don't know.
They're good. They're good individually, you know, and like they're just enough stylized where it kind of fits like that classics look, and they're like the right size and they're well made and everything. It's just like the combine mode is garbage, and Swoop's Dino mode is like it looks like a sound wave with wings.
Damn. It's ugly. Okay, well, that's cool. Yule, are you back in the Dinobot game? I don't know.
You'll back out of that shit halfway.
Oh, shout out to that guy. Okay, I guess we're moving on. We're done with third party. Let's go into Hasbro. And the MPM Ironhide Box is out. All right.
So how soon is this thing to release? Do you know, Matt?
I have no clue. They gotta get a barricade out first. I mean, his chest looks like a big old, just a mouth opening up.
Big old mouth.
Big old mouth. Which mouth? What that mouth do?
It's like an angry bird.
That mouth do.
It just doesn't. It looks too. Oh, it looks like it looks like an angry bat. Isn't that what we said last week? It's just the chest and abdomen. It doesn't look right.
It doesn't
look right. And the legs are too short.
Yeah, he is short.
This dude looks like he should be making chocolate for Willy Wonka.
So I'm completely out of touch with the MPM line. Like, what is
You're out of touch.
Yes. What's the overall impression of the line? Do people like really like it? Do they dislike it? Like, what are the overall? You know, like what's everyone saying about the line?
I love Bumblebee. Bumblebee was really good. And, Prime, I like Prime, but he was a step back from Bumblebee. And what everybody's saying about Barricade, I'm looking forward to Barricade. But I think overall, I guess they're sitting on the shelves. They're shelf warming just like, most masterpieces do. But I think they're all right. But that if you need toys keeps on doing what they're doing, especially what they did with Perikill, man, they're gonna be hard to beat because that was a good masterpiece movie figure.
So do you think that, like, so who do you think they're gonna make next? Probably, I'm assuming they're probably gonna end up making a what the hell's his name? Ratchet, right?
Yeah, I think Blackout might be next. There's rumor. I don't know if there's rumors, but people have been wanting Blackout for a long time, so I think Blackout might be next. I don't know, man. This Ironhide, he's $130.
They have not done
might kill it.
They have not an MPM Decepticon, right? They're all Autobots. Oh yeah, okay, Barricade. He'll be the first Decepticon. So no Megatron though.
No Megatron. You know, if they do Starscream, I'll get that one. But with this,
Doritos already makes one of those for you.
That's true, and they taste good too. The Cold Ranch ones.
That's right. It's even colored the same.
The $130 price tag for this guy, I think that's going to kill it. I don't think anybody's going to pay $130 for this guy.
You'd be surprised. People are dumb as fuck.
I'm not saying that. I do not support what Bobby just said. So we're not dumb. You are good collectors, and if you are happy, we are happy.
You win. Obviously, if you're happy, you win. I mean, I'm just fucking feeling poking the bear a little bit tonight.
Poke it, please, with your big old dick.
Jesus Christ, relax.
Too much? Is it too much? Okay. No, I seriously, the $130 price tag for this, that's a no-no. Come on, Hasbro. Takara.
Well,
come on.
How much was Prime?
$89.
How much was Prime?
Prime was $100. I think. No, yeah, $99.
So if he was so if Prime was 100, then yeah, I agree. This should not be 140. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, you can't have Prime, who's like the overall bigger toy, and make him less expensive than this. Like, that's I can't.
Yeah, this guy's barely bigger than Bumblebee. He's a little bit bigger than Bumblebee, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is dumb.
I think
Rikers Island.
I think they're going the wrong way. I think that's fucked up. But anyways, we're going to talk about this.
Do you think they made that decision because they feel like Bumblebee and Prime, as of this point, have like sold well enough to? They're like, oh, okay, people are willing to buy these things. Let's test and see where they go with it. Like, everyone's gone on clearance, right? Like, none of them have ever.
Well, no, I don't know if they're on clearance, but they're sitting on the shelf. But I'm just saying. But there's also this. There's a leader class Ironhide, and he's pretty good. And you can get him. Well, you could have got him for $50, and he's bigger than this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about that leader. To be honest with you.
Correct. Yeah, it was a really good leader class transformer, and I don't think anybody's going to try to upgrade or think they're going to upgrade with this when they have that one.
Right.
I think the only way you can go to trick people into paying that much more money is to first have a bigger release that's worthy of, like, where it's plausible to have such a jump in price. I don't even know what that would be. But something bigger and more complicated that would, like I said, warrant charging that much more than the Prime. And then when you go back to a smaller scale, you're charging somewhat more. You pop that cherry, and then the next release, you got to bounce back and forth. And all of a sudden, you found the consumers have found that they've been paying inflated prices, but they've been paying them all along, getting strung along. Who's going to buy it for $130?
Well, I think they're banking on, because a lot of people liked Ironhide as a character.
Yeah, did they?
They did.
What characterization did he have?
I'm just saying, they felt. I mean, he was a badass. He was a weapons specialist. He was popular.
I think he was too, especially in the
movie.
Yeah, I think
Bobby. So. Just because you don't watch the movies, other people do, man. It's okay.
It's not about watching or not watching. It's about characterization. Like, I don't think there's any real characterization
of that. He was a big character. He was
large. I think in the first movie he was fairly successful on, what he did. Like, he brought the, like, I'm the tough guy, but, like, had the funny, quote unquote funny moments in the first movie. I think his characterization and stuff was just gone in the later movies.
The G1 Ironhide. I think he had the G1 Ironhide.
I don't think he had that, but
Yeah, he died in the third one, and I think a lot of people were sad that he died. And I think that's what they're banking on to make the price tag on that guy.
If G1 Ironhide, a British butler, and a dog had a baby, it would be this guy, this character, whatever his character was.
Are you fishing?
No, that's what I think. He wasn't very G1 Ironhide though, Matt.
Okay, I may be wrong about that, but anyway. But Prime. Moving along, we got Hasbro applies for a trading card game trademark. Man, we are hurt for news this week. Over the weekend, the new trademark for
trading card. Yes.
Title simply as Transformers will believe that the trademark in question is for upcoming card game by Wizard of the Coast.
Oh, Bobby.
Sweet.
Bobby, you gonna play this?
Fuck no, dude.
Bobby's like, sweet.
What are you gonna do with it when you get it?
I'll put it with the other shit you got me.
Oh, you mean in someone else's hands?
Someone else's Secret Santa.
Oh, speaking of that, man. I was after the ETR last night. I was on the Hangout, and I was
stop bragging.
God damn it! And talking to Brian Brink, and Brian Brink was not invited to Skullfest.
I know. Look, I
was gonna hit you up a couple times.
No, I heard it wasn't intentional. Like it's just that like I try. Whatever. He's invited. He's always been invited. Everybody on End of the Realm is invited. Jay Roos is invited. Everybody on End of the Realm always been invited. Always will be invited.
Except that Dust Mite guy. Fuck him.
Brian was upset last night. He was kind of upset a little bit. I could hear it in his voice.
It's because he sauced up Robert's figure and he just thought he was no longer invited.
I wanted
get a little spaghetti on the figure, and suddenly you're not invited to the party anymore.
I wanted him to sit up there in Delaware and think about what he said about The Last Jedi. I wanted to think about it real long and hard.
Oh man,
boy Pinkerton was up there in Delaware last week.
I know. I heard there was a little party I wasn't invited to. I guess nobody's getting invited to shit these days.
Fingered his whole.
Well, it was a 1K club party, Bobby.
Oh,
I wasn't invited. I wasn't.
Bobby
invited.
has that. He has a 20,000 K.
No, 1K podcast club.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll never be invited to that. Wah, wah, wah.
Speaking of which, shout out to Russ the Muss. I had stepped away when you guys were talking about the YouTube sub stuff, but he actually reached out to people on Facebook and said, "Hey, come on, get on board with Shattercast and sub to them. You sub to us, sub to them, get them the subs too."
Some other people did too.
I really appreciate that. Russ.
Yeah, Russ is a good dude.
Yeah, and
I watched his podcast rant this week.
Oh, I loved it.
I didn't disagree.
He was like, "You see, the Cool Table Network's different because each show is different. You got End of the Realm. They talk about Transformers, right? And then you got Plastic Fanatics. We talk about Transformers. And then Shattercast, those guys, they're funny. But anyway,
they talk about Transformers.
And they talk about Transformers.
And then you got Building Up. And they talk about Transformers with Legos. And then he was rubbing his knee so hard, I thought he was going to light him on fire or some shit, man.
Yeah, somebody get that man a tripod for Christmas.
Anyway, but yeah, no, a lot of people actually, shared our, post and all that stuff, and we really appreciate it. Anyway,
I don't know why Willie Fong can't share us to the hair club. Whatever the fuck hair club web pages he's on.
I think it's too late.
Him and Dust, man. Him and Dust.
Willie Fong's starting a podcast.
Yeah, I saw that.
I know. And you know what's funny? You want to hear the funny story about that?
Please do.
I was at Dust. I was at Dust Party.
Of course, you was.
And we were talking about podcasts and all that kind of stuff. And I said at that party, I said somebody better pick Billy Fong up now before he ends up somewhere else. And then the very next week, he ended up somewhere else.
But now, my question is, who isn't doing a podcast now? I think Willie Fong was the only guy not doing a podcast. He was like the only non-podcaster podcaster. Now we're just talking to each other, listening to each other. Yeah, maybe.
Well, that's cool. I'm looking forward to listening to it. So
yeah, me too.
I think I'm gonna start up a new podcast with Zero and some other people. So
Zorro.
Zero.
I thought you were gonna be Tonto.
I might be. The Lone Ranger, you jackass.
What was the horse's name again?
Bobby, that's his name.
In Lone Ranger.
Bobby looks like a horse. Yeah, that was one of my greatest moments. So fuck yeah. All right, we're done with the news. We don't have any statue news? Oh, that sucks. Oh, like statues. So I guess Bob, you want to read the MP? Did we already answer that one?
Let me take a look. We did get a new MP collector question, so.
Yeah, we did.
I have to step away for 1 second. Please don't delete it, Bubba.
Or can beat your kids?
Don't delete it, Bubba.
About big characters? Oh, I don't think we answered that one.
No, it says, so with all the great characters we got in G1, were there any that stand out to you guys as being underutilized in the original Sunbow cartoon? Were any of the B characters in the animation really A characters for you? Or were there any characters that were heavily featured in the comics that you would like to have seen get the same treatment in the cartoon? I asked because I recently went back and rewatched all the original cartoon episodes and was surprised that a lot of the characters and toys I love didn't get screen time that I remember them getting. Skids is like in 2 episodes, for example, and Skyfire isn't in nearly as many episodes as I would have thought. Trailbreaker was one of my favorite toys, but he isn't a key factor in many of the Sunbow story arcs. I'd love to hear the SCU's take on this one. In hindsight, were any of your favorites dissed by Sunbow back in the 80s? I feel like the right answer to that is yes, but I can't think of any off the top of my head that I feel like I was really robbed of. I feel like there were some of the characters in. So let me say this. I feel like with a lot of the combiner teams that we got in season 2, they really spent some time to establish them. Like, I feel like we got the Constructicons thoroughly established in season 1, and then we got the Combaticons, the aerial bots, and the Stunnicons firmly established in season 2. The Protectobots not as much, but enough. But then in the 3rd season, you got the Technobots kind of firmly established, but I feel like they kind of just threw the Predacons and the Terracons at you.
Yeah, especially the Bombers, Terracons.
Yeah, and I wish they would have taken their time with those 2 a bit more. We got more. I agree with you, Matt, that we got more Predacons in the show, but I wanted to know like where they came from and how they ended up with them and all that shit. They just kind of popped up and were like,
yeah, yeah, Terracons would have been a cool subject. But I don't even remember if all of them even had speaking lines. I think maybe Hungar was the only one that spoke. Maybe Blot. But I mean, I don't even think all 5 of them had speaking parts. So I think the Terracons, yeah, definitely, Predaking and the Predacons, they would have been a cool addition to it. I think Holler would have been cool, maybe. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Fuck Holler. I don't know. I don't think we got robbed or anything, but I mean, it was just so. At one point, at the beginning, you had your core, group, and then they would just start throwing in. I think too many at a time, maybe, and you just really didn't have time to get to love that character because there wasn't enough time to get to know them, I guess.
So I'm going to disagree with everybody here.
Okay, go for it.
I think one of the things that made Transformers kind of magical for a kid back in the day is like you got just enough exposure to a character to get like kind of like a personality and how they'd act, and then like your own love for that character and like the way you played with the character as a kid is what ended up kind of cementing that character in your head. I feel like your Bumblebees and stuff, like, sure, you saw them every single episode, but it's like, if you love Trax, like, it was like the 4 episodes Trax was in that, every time you took him out of your toy chest, you were making Trax act like those episodes, So
as kids, did you really?
I don't think that was necessarily an important factor at all, to be honest.
Well, I know Bobby, you cared about the character, but I mean, for other kids, did most kids really care about the characters?
I think so.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Because
I think that's why kids locked themselves in the room when Prime died. That's why.
I cried.
Yeah, I think that's because they cared about the characters. Yeah. I agree with Justin in a large sense. Like I feel that's why I agree. I feel that way about most characters. But if I were to really try to think about characters that I really wish I could have got a little bit more from, it definitely goes to season 3 characters more than season 1 and 2. Like I feel 100% satisfied with most season 1 and 2 characters. It's just season 3 where I'm like, where the fuck do these guys come from?
Mm-hmm. I do think Skyfire. I think Skyfire should have been in a lot more. I think that would have been a good. I think more with him and Starscream. More. I know that we got a little backstory from them, but I think if they would have had him in a couple more episodes and really got a really good backstory from that, I think that would have been good. Skyfire was he was all right, but like I said, he was not used a lot, so he was just one of those throwaway characters.
But see, but so going back to kind of what I said, like I feel like all these characters, like as a kid, you didn't necessarily care quite as much. Like yes, you grew attached to these characters, and that's why people were upset when like Prime died and stuff like that. Spoiler alert. But I mean, like I think that kind of made it more. As an adult, you kind of appreciate when fiction has gone ahead and given more life to some of these characters, because you're like, okay, now I'm an adult. I'm not sitting here imagining how these characters are. It's interesting to see, how they could be or should be, So I think that's part of the reason good Transformers fiction actually works and has a solid purpose,
Well, why didn't people get upset when Brawn and Prowl Ironhide died? Because there was so much emotion. I remember as a kid. I remember so well that when watching that up there, that just it was so just like so quick. You're like, what the fuck is going on? All these people are dying. What is going on?
Yeah, I did get upset. I didn't get upset necessarily like personally. Like oh my God, Prowl is gone. But I was like, I did get upset in the sense of like, holy shit, they're dead for real.
Yeah, and a lot of them too. Like it's every one of these characters. And you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
One thing related to the movie though, like with the deaths, like the only one like you saw like the faces change and stuff like that, but like you were on that scene for like a second, and then it's the next thing, and then it's the next thing. It's like Prime was the one that you like sat there and watched and probably had the realization like, oh my God, like he wasn't just like shot, he's dead, So
yeah, but it was that battle though. That's what was the epic thing for me. Yeah, it was the epic thing to me is that you finally get to see that battle between two of the probably one of the best two characters in Transformers with Megatron and Optimus, and you finally get to see that, and you're like, holy shit, he just killed Optimus Prime. How the fuck could they kill Optimus? He was like a father figure to some people. It's like
to a lot of people. Yeah. But I think that it was just the finality of it. It was just like, we've seen Transformers. We've been watching 3 years of Transformers getting shot in their chest all fucking day long, and they get knocked down, and then they stand back up and go run somewhere else. And it was something like I remember when the smoke came out of Prowl's mouth, I was like, oh, this is different.
Yeah, should I have an adult with me right now?
Yeah.
I personally appreciated it more. I know I wasn't old. It was, what year did it come out again?
86.
Yeah, I was 11, and it was, I always disliked lasers bouncing off of people for no reason, or just everybody's missing each other like in G.I. Joe. And it was cool. And I always liked in the comics how things had more consequence. There was more destruction when you're being destructive. So, I was okay. I didn't cry when Prime died. I was like, oh, that sucks. But it sucked in terms of being in the story. Not like that sucked that it was in the story. I was in the story.
And was also like 27 at the time.
But what I didn't like was the characters that were dead, and you didn't even see how they died. Like, what was the shot? Was it Wheeljack and who else?
Yeah, and Windcharger.
That bothered me. Because I'm like, man, you could at least do the characters a little honor and show them fighting and dying.
They had to get some new toys out, man.
That bothered me. Otherwise, I was like, all right, there's consequences. Everyone, and I don't think that's a bad lesson for children to learn, that people die, even the good guys.
I agree.
That's agreeable, but still,
that wasn't. I don't think that was the lesson they were trying to teach. But
no, they were trying to get toys out. I was, when Starscream died, I was wrecked. I thought that was just like, what the fuck. But,
like, yay, Starscream's the leader. Starscream's the leader.
I had my moment for a little bit, and then I was like, "Oh, really, Galvatron?" But yeah, it was just. I see what Robert's saying. You know, it's a good lesson, or maybe, but it was just so quick. You know, they were just like that shuttle scene was just like, God damn, really? Y'all just killed off, 5 iconic Autobots, and now you're moving along like nothing happened. It's like, all right, let's go on to the next planet. Whatever. Anyway, I guess. Or Robert, did you want to answer the question, or did you already answer it, or whatever?
No, I think I pretty much agree with Justin. You have nothing really to add there. I don't think at the time there was nothing I felt lacking. I saw a ton of Dinobots. I saw a ton of Devastator. Yeah. Otherwise, I was never just like, oh. I mean, I honestly didn't like what's his face with the wings. What the hell's his name again? The Autobot. No, the Autobot. Fucking, Blaster. Let's go to the disco and fight the bad guys.
Oh, Trax.
Yeah, really.
Well, he wasn't in that movie at all.
Good. There's a God. But, so no. I don't feel like I wish there was, whatever.
Robert, that's a good point. There was a lot of characters they just got rid of. Inferno, Grapple, Trax. They weren't even in the movie. You don't even know what happened to them. They just disappeared.
I just feel like if they had tweaked the writing a little bit, because you have it in the next season, right, in season 3, where the Decepticons are like so low on Energon, they're shooting lasers and they're bouncing off the Autobots. I think what's the whole purpose of Energon? I think the more you have, the stronger you are. The more you can resist, or the more powerful your blasts are, or the weaker you are, and the weaker your blasts are. And like in the movie, the Autobots didn't have enough Energon for an attack. The Decepticons, they conquered it all at that point. So it would make sense why they were so destructive and the Autobots were so weak. They could have tied writing like that in there, and it would have made sense, and it would have given the whole story another dimension. It would explain the whole thing a little more, I think.
Yeah. All right, let me ask the next question.
Let me clear my throat.
From Josh Fisher. Greetings, gentlemen. I hope all of you are well. My question sprang to mind after a moment I had with my 10-year-old daughter this morning. A little backstory. We live in the mountains of southwestern Virginia, and the weather can get quite nasty in winter. A common practice has been to place school on a 3-hour delay if the temperature is below 20 degrees. But yesterday, under anticipation of a snowstorm, they canceled school entirely the day before, and not the first flake had fallen. So this morning, 7 a.m., I look outside, and still not the first snowflake. It is in the upper 30s. The kids totally could have gone to school. I sit here at 2:45 in the afternoon, and it just started snowing. As a result of the wonderful omniscience of the school board office, I decided to pull a fast one of my daughter. I roused her awake, had her look out the front door, and told her to hurry and get ready because the snow missed us and they called school back on. I like that. She gives me the look of someone as if to say, "Oh shit, I'm screwed," and runs to her room. She immediately emerges with homework in hand, exclaiming she needs help. I burst out laughing and let her off the hook. That being said, I know some of you have kids and all of you guys are married. What are some of your favorite pranks or exaggerated moments you have gotten over on your kids or wives, and do they attempt to get you back? Keep the entertaining show coming, guys. Looking forward, as always, to the next episode. Best wishes, Josh F.
It's good, dude.
Anybody top of their head?
I'll go before Mr. Storytime has his
He said Mr. Storytime.
Yeah, it is funny.
Okay, I remember I told Scarlett, I said, how your teeth fall out, your baby teeth fall out. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, well, you get your grown-up teeth. I was like, when you turn 12, your nose falls off, your baby nose falls off, and you get your grown-up nose. And she freaked the fuck out.
You're gonna scar your kids for life, man.
And my wife played a terrible prank on me about the children. I forget, Scarlett was sick. She had a fever. I think she had a rash or something. There was something. She took her to the doctor. She took her to the hospital. And then she calls me up crying. And she said Scarlett had herpes.
God damn. Really?
Grief.
Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all
And I believed her. And she started laughing at me. I never forgave her for that. I was like, oh, it's on for life now. It is on for life.
don't think I've ever played a prank on Belisa. I mean, I fuck with her all the time and shit, but I don't really do pranks on her. I know she'll get mad at me. So.
Does she have a temper?
No, she's mellow most of the time. I do stupid shit and then she starts getting mad, but that's normal. But I don't think she has a temper. Does Ballora have a temper?
Definitely.
She does?
Oh yeah. But I'll tell you, it takes it. So she's got a really long fuse. That's funny. That's funny to some people on this show.
I guess.
There's history to that statement, but yeah, she. It takes a lot for her to get really upset, but once she's upset, like she's the type of girl that you had to like. She puts you in an awkward spot because you're like, man, I can't punch her because she's a girl.
I don't know about nowadays, man.
Yeah, maybe, but yeah, I play like little pranks on her and shit, like. But it's like over in 2 seconds. Like, where's the pizza? Like, I ate the last piece. And I'll let it sit for a minute, and then I'll be like, then she'll find it in the oven or whatever, like shit like that, little stupid shit.
That's just
but yeah,
mean.
I give my wife Dutch ovens.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
Yeah, she don't like that, but she does it to me too. So
I got Adam. I got Adam with a pretty good prank one time.
Do tell.
So we were going to Europe, and him, and his wife and my wife were all going to Europe, like big celebration, planned out, like everything's booked.
Was that the honeymoon?
It was my honeymoon. It was like a year after he got married, I think.
Goodfellas, Jesus.
Beat that Pinkerton.
So shut up. So anyway, look, I got like in this really bad car wreck like 2 weeks before we were supposed to leave.
Oh really?
Yeah, like this lady from South Carolina ran a stop sign at 50 miles an hour and wrapped me around a light pole. Like I could touch her hood in my car from, you know what I mean? Like I could reach my hand over and touch the hood of her car, and then I could reach behind my seat and touch the light pole in the seat behind me.
Damn.
Like, yeah, it was fucked up. My little box was the only untouched place. So, like I went to the hospital and all that shit, and I had a lawyer, and I was off work for a week. Like it was a whole mess. I was fine. My lawyer was actually upset that I was fine.
Did you tell him you had reviews to do?
No, this is way before all that. This is 2004, 2005, and
box art.
So anyway, like I called Adam and I was like, "Look, man, I can't do the Europe thing. Like we got to cancel." So like we were able to get a partial refund on our plane tickets, but we weren't able to get any refund on our hotel, and we got a partial refund on our cruise tickets. And I'm sorry, and I know it's shitty, but like I have to go to I have to handle this
therapy.
Physical therapy, like all this shit, you know what I mean? And he was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "I am fucking with you," but he was all distraught because like we had planned it out. Yeah.
That's a good trip, man.
And he's done shit like that to me too. Like we were supposed to go to Celebration 3 in Indianapolis, and he'd like call and be like, "Hey man, sorry, I can't get off work." He'd be like, "Just kidding, on my way." Shit like that, but nothing too crazy. My kids, I fuck with them all the time, but dude, Jaina shitted on me the other day.
Literally shitted on you?
Come on, man.
Okay. Don't
be gross. We were at the table in the kitchen, and I was telling Laura, like, I don't forget how it came up, but like people that use Miracle Whip instead of mayonnaise are
get out of here.
Get out of here. Get out of here. So I used to joke, a buddy of mine used to do it, and I used to make fun of him all the time. I used to say that he had so much money that he could afford to use salad dressing for sandwich condiments. And like,
wow.
So I said that, and then like Laura like chuckled, and it's just me, Laura, Jaina, and Selena in the room. And, like Selena didn't say shit. Laura like gave a little. And Jaina said that joke was super trash.
She's done that before a lot of times, actually.
Well, we do it to each other all the time,
I know. I know, but she's got you a couple. I think she got you when I was there a couple times.
Dude, I fuck with her all the time because, like, you know, like she always makes. She says I got a small pinky toenail, and she's like always making fun of my toenail, and then I'll make fun of her big feet, and then like she'll be like, your toenail looks like it belongs on a little person.
It does.
And then I'll be like, when you got shoes on, you look like a capital L. And then we just
yeah, that's what you said. You said that shit when I was there.
Yeah. And like, you know, we just go back and forth all the time. And she's like, good sport about it.
That's good. Justin, do you pull any pranks on?
I'm sure I do. I can't think of anything super funny. You know, like the only thing I like to do, and I don't do it too much anymore, because I don't know if she'll be like holding baby or whatever. But I used to like to hide places and just kind of jump out, and now it's like not so funny anymore. You know, so yeah, so I don't really do that anymore. But she'll get me a lot of times. Like actually, I ordered something from eBay, and it came today, and the package had like stamped on it like received this way. The envelope open, nothing inside. So basically, the post office delivered to me a empty envelope, and yeah, so there was that. And then like, there's other eBay drama going on with something I sold on there. And then my wife comes in and she's like, "Here's your cables you ordered from Amazon." And I open the box and I'm like, "There are no cables in here." She's like, "What? There's no cables?" I'm like, "Are you serious? Like this day, like everything about this day is sucking." And then she's like, "Just kidding. They're on the camera." I'm like, you know, like,
yeah.
She tends to get me more often than I get her. But yeah. So.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And Lil Man, I heard Lil Man speaking for the.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And I'm one.
That he is. So.
Let me see. We did get a message. Fucking via Facebook, and I took a screenshot of it so that I wouldn't forget.
Oh yeah, you wanted me to remind you. I don't know, maybe that was last show about how we should be contacted. I don't think you ever said it last show.
Yes, if you want to send us a question, unless we ask for it on Facebook, and then we can kind of keep it all centered in one place. But if you want to send us a question, it's best to send it to our email. It's just easier to pull it up, and it was a less chance of it getting lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce.
Okay, so this is from Daniel McClung. He says, outside of prices and release dates, if you had godlike abilities to change anything about Transformers fandom, what would you change?
Damn.
I would eliminate a lot of the dicks off of the fandom. The ones who just like, they got to be the know-it-alls or the, just obnoxious people. Can't stand those people.
Yeah, like, dude, like, that's the funny thing, man. Like, unfortunately, like, price and release dates and all that shit would be way down my list. I would change the fucking attitude of a lot of these fucking people.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change anything Hasbro. I know that.
You wouldn't change anything Hasbro?
No, I was kidding. Love it.
Like, not even Powder of the Primes?
I would cancel Powder of the Primes. Yeah, I would change the... Just over... Oh god! I would definitely change the attitude of a lot of the. As a whole, I want to say probably 30% of the fandom is pretty cool. There's more than that. I lie, but there's probably like maybe 10% of the fandom that is just a poison. Just it's just you see them in the groups, and you're just like. Why am I part of this fandom? But I'm not here to make them happy, and they're not there to make me happy either. But it's just like sometimes you just see posts on the groups and shit. It's like, what the fuck, man? Y'all are idiots. But I would probably change that. That's toy wise, there's a lot of things to be changed, but that's just too long of a list. Robert?
I would. Well, if it was just a matter of snapping my fingers, I would like to see all the scamming go away. Including eBay.
Yeah.
But practically speaking, I wish there was you saw more, mail fraud prosecution going up, and that people actually took this shit seriously, because it's really just some idiot thinking, who gives a fuck? It's just a toy, But they're not, because there really isn't a consequence other than their reputation, and that's why they could just open up other Facebook accounts and keep doing business. But if they were really gone after for mail fraud, that's a serious crime. I would like to see that.
I think you should change your practice to be mail fraud. It'd be very lucrative.
No, it wouldn't. I'm not a criminal attorney. Sue people civilly for mail fraud. Fraud, and then sue them for a third of their toy. I'll have so many Voltron lions.
Pieces of Voltron lions.
I'm trying to think, is there anything else I would change about the fandom or about the Transformers? I mean, a lot of people, like, why don't you say the Bay movies, you would snap your finger on the Bay movies. But I think, to me, honestly, I know a lot of people hate the Bay movies, but I think they did a good thing for Transformers, to be honest. They put Transformers back on the map. Moving along, Tyler F. has a question.
I just feel like any live-action Transformers movie would have done that. I don't feel like it needed to be the Bay movies. You know what I mean? I feel like any big Hollywood production, even if they did give a fuck about it, it would have helped.
But that's what we have. But that's what we have, though, Bobby. We have the Bay movie. That's it.
I know, but it just sounds like an abusive relationship. Like, well, he loves me. You guys just don't understand.
You're speculating, though. You really are, because the mess that is the Bay movies, something about it works and made it so attractive that Transformers are now up in the forefront again. And we don't really know what it is about them. Is it really just because it was a live action movie? Is it that simple?
Yes.
Judging by my Walmart, they're nowhere close to being in the forefront. But
I agree with that.
Well, I mean, not in the toy store, but they put people in the fucking theaters. I mean, they made a lot of fucking money. Not saying that that's not why they're good.
But you couldn't fathom snapping your fingers and making them a better movie.
Oh yeah, of course. No, I'm saying a lot of people would say I would get rid of the Bay movies, but I'm saying they did good for the Transformers. They put Transformers back on the map, and Bobby said that's true. What Bobby says, like any action movie could have done that, but that's what we had, and that's what we got, and we got to move on. So I'm just saying, yeah.
But that's not the question, Matt. The question wasn't what should we just move on from.
I'll move on from you, just.
What could we change if you had omnipotent powers?
I would change the Bay movies. I would actually have somebody else that directed it that would know that knew Transformers, knew what they was about, knew all the characters. Someone that could have made Transformers, a great franchise.
So here's the thing. I'm actually gonna take what you say, and I'm gonna say that I think, not that Michael Bay is a great movie producer or anything like that, but I think Michael Bay is not all to blame. I think we have a fair amount of poor story writing associated with the movies. So if people had done that, and then the people who made the decisions, and I don't think it's Michael Bay who made the decisions to make them shards of metal. Maybe I'm wrong, but if the decisions were made by, I have to assume it's Hasbro who owns the IP. Yes, that's what we want them to look like. Make it happen. I feel like if there was more love for the franchise and they, did something, regardless of it being Michael Bay or not, we could have better movies even with Michael Bay at the helm. Yep. I honestly think that's the case.
Well, that's true. I don't think Hasbro was just we want to sell cars. We want to help sell cars. So they made the cars look shiny, fast and sleek and everything. And the robot modes, they were a bunch of shards and shit. But like I said last week, I think they were realistically Transformers because you couldn't make them smooth and do all that stuff to make them look like real cars. No, not to look like G1 stuff. No, where are you going to put all that stuff at?
Matthew, look at any of your masterpiece Transformers. They transform from robot to car. You just have to make that big. And
but they still got parts hanging out from it. You have to have. Where are you going to put that shit?
Look at G1 masterpiece Transformers again. They don't have garbage all over the place.
But to look like that on the film, to look at that on the screen is different than what it looks like on a toy.
Why?
It just does. Where are you going to put all the car parts at? Where you just fold it under the fucking trunk?
Matthew, they do it in real life. So they do it in real life. It's just MPs.
Transformers are real life?
Yes, I have real life Transformers. I'm surrounded by them.
I know, me too. I talked to them.
If they were large, it would still look good. I think you're saying it wouldn't look good if they were that plain.
I mean, and
I think they would look good. I'm just saying that I think they went more for the realistic, where the car would look like transformed into a fucking robot.
But to be honest with you though, Matt, like you don't need to have 100% realism. Like things don't need to transform, in the movie where it's like, well, yeah, if this was real, this is exactly how this would go. Like you don't really need to do that though.
That's true. But I think that's what they went for.
I don't think it's what they went for.
They just went for shit, right?
No, I don't think they went for shit. I think that I think there is a certain type of person that's just like that finds complexity equivalent to awesome. So there's like a pile of parts and moving pistons and pieces and gears. They're like, yeah, it looks awesome, but it just to others it looks messy. I think it's just a matter of taste.
Your balls. I'm agree with everything y'all said. I do. I was looking at it one way.
But Matt, what you're saying is, I think what Bobby is saying. Like you're like, well, look, if I'm going to look at something live action to have it believable, I need to see the pistons and parts and stuff. That's
because
give me a few. Don't make it like you know what I mean? It looks like a fucking what is that shit called? Steampunk.
Well, I'm just saying they couldn't. Like I've said this a couple times, where they couldn't make a movie about just for Transformer fans. They had to bring other people into the seats.
Well, how do you explain Quintessa then? Is that why she looks like that?
That was just bad writing. That's just bad, character. That was just a bad writing. I mean, the fifth one was just a clusterfuck of just fuck.
I think if you make a movie about anything, about any franchise, and you appease the core audience,
I love franchise.
The rest of the audience will come.
And I think you can make a movie that is intended to get more than just the core audience into the theaters. Like I think, like your Marvel, your DC movies, like they do that. Like the comic book, hardcore is going to see it, but then so are the casual people who like maybe never even picked up like a Captain America comic book.
Well, could that be because it's like human character? Is that could be because they're human characters?
No, I think it's because the writing is like you've got this great action movie with like typically better writing, better plots.
Well, I mean, you have their storylines too from Marvel. Marvel and DC's been around for a lot longer than what Transformers have.
Right, but look at Planet of the Apes.
Oh boy!
And to go back to what you're saying, though, Matt, are you saying because Transformers only been around since the '80s that like they're incapable of having good writers? Like,
oh no! Well, no, I'm not saying that.
That's like, well, yeah. No,
is it because in the ways of fiction, the Transformers is quite kind of like the teenager because it's not as old as Marvel and DC and Star Wars and
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
jokes and stuff. Dogs humping is funny and no.
Well, they thought that. That's what they thought. They got the wrong people to do this movie. The franchise.
If you look at Planet of the Apes, which is why I use it as an example,
nobody looks at the Planet of the Apes, man.
The characters that people relate to the most aren't the human characters. The characters that you follow the most aren't the human characters.
Right.
And which characters are they?
Well, they got a good writing team. I'm just saying Transformers did not get the right people.
Then let's call it that then. Let's call it that.
I said I would snap my finger and I would change everything about the Transformer franchise from the movie Bay first.
Right. And I mean, I'm just saying, like in the sense of discussion, like let's call it that then. Let's say that it's not the G-whiners. It's not the, of Hollywood trying to appease. It's just poor writing.
I think it's just, I think Bay did have something to do with it. And, he doesn't like Transformers.
And he was involved in the writing.
Yeah, and I think he had no respect whatsoever.
He did. He did. Dude, he made that speech at BotCon when he got accepted into the fucking Hall of Fame. He said he didn't know shit about Transformers. He didn't.
But in fairness, as much as he can alter it, like you still have to pass it by other people who need to be okay with it and sign it off. Like it's the reason that Hasbro doesn't want to let anybody else make transforming toys because like we don't like they took that Shapeways shit away because they're like we don't want a poor reflection of our product. Like, well, what was the movie? Like, did nobody sit and watch it and just go like, well, this is a poor representation of our product? Like, apparently, it's all child.
Well, then they need to make a good representative of a product. Then, if they don't want anybody else to do it, they need to start doing better.
I don't think they care necessarily. You're right. It goes back up to them. They never cared really about how their characters are represented. They cared about selling toys.
Well, that's not entirely true because like even in the 80s when they do interviews with those people that were involved in the writing process of the 86 movie and stuff, like they're like, yeah, like we had to kill off the characters. We were instructed to kill off the characters because they needed to make more characters for the toy line, but we cared about what we were doing. We cared about the characters.
The writers, but not the execs.
Right. No. Of course not the execs, but yes, the writers. But what I'm saying is I don't think that level of give a fuck was involved in the Bay films. Like I don't think there was people.
That's why the people who made the decision in the Bay films were like, fine, this is going to sell toys. Let's do it. These are that cared.
But what I'm saying is that you can have that balance, though. You can have the executive counting the beans and the people on the floor having the passion.
But when you hire people on the floor who don't know shit about it and don't give a fuck about it, that's what you get.
I agree.
They need to give somebody like they give a fuck about Star Wars.
Can I just say something that if I could one more snap of my fingers, it would be, above all else, I would have, if I could have my wish, it would be that Bobby woke up and
I knew it was going to be my name. I knew it was going to be my name involved in that shit somehow.
That you love Beast Wars. You wake up and it's like, I fucking love this. And that's all he wanted to talk about and review.
He'd be on Stasis Log.
I'd be like, Shadow Panther, sign me up.
Bobby, I think for some episode in the future, you should just do a little bit of research of Beast Wars and just make that all you want to talk about, just to throw everybody off.
Yeah, and I'll be like, wait, look, I'm trying to come around to it. Explain it to me, and I get really involved in it. I'll be like, oh, so that's pretty awesome. Like, and then all the way they'll be like, no, I'm not into it.
They changed the DNA. Fuck that shit.
Your impression is trash. April Fool's episode. Here we go.
Hey, read Tyler this question, Bobby. He wants his question.
Okay, all right. Let me get to it.
Would you come into my candy van?
Wait, gun to your head. You have to vote someone off the show right now. Maybe
we can answer that. There's the one above it.
Oh, okay. All right. It has been months since we had a teaser for a new G1 MP figure, besides the Black Steel Jaw. With it looking like Hasbro is trying to out Takara, do you guys think Hasbro is trying to end the G1 MP line? We all have heard rumors of upcoming figures, but do you guys think they will see the light of day? Also, if Hasbro fully owns Takara in the future, does that mean they can go after third-party companies and get them shut down? For myself, if Hasbro ultimately gets all third parties shut down, then eliminates the G1 era MP line and only continues to produce their lackluster mainline figures, I would probably be out of collecting. Sorry for the long question. Thank you guys for continuing to put out a great show week after week. All right, well, let's break this up into pieces. With it looking like Hasbro, so like that is some interesting shit. Like I was listening to Toy Detox's fucking cock tease episode this week, and they were saying how Spiros was actually quoting this article of how the Japanese toy industry is actually in trouble, which is part of the reason why licensees are like jumping ship and people are losing their license. And like we saw Takara lose the Pokemon license. We saw Bandai lose the Voltron license. We like that there is turmoil in the toy industry in Japan. And now we're seeing this Hasbro Takara thing. Like, I don't know. I think there might be some shit going on with that. I don't think you'll ever see G1 end. Like, but I think that Hasbro, I think it's obvious that Hasbro doesn't give a fuck about G1. Like, I think that Takara does respect tradition. I think that's a very Japanese thing. Hasbro doesn't. I think that the movie line is where, I think they're showing you where they're passionate.
May I jump in real quick?
Sure.
I agree with what you say. My big fear on what Hasbro would do is, here's the bottom line, and like, where can we cut costs on the MP line if we acquire this company? fully.
Where can we put the waffles?
Ultimately, I won't care. Because ultimately, if they acquire it, I don't think we'll see much G1 shit anymore, and it'll just be like I'll just be skipping movie figures, and like I'm good with that.
Right, because we could always collect third party, and that kind of moves on to the next part of his question.
Right. I don't think, I don't think that Hasbro. I don't think it has anything to do with like, if Hasbro fully owns Takara in the future, does that mean that they can go after third party companies and get them shut down? I think the answer is absolutely not.
I think that the third party companies are stretched so far out and have so many shell companies and stuff. It's like, like the moment you go after Keith, like suddenly he's not Keith. He's like Tony's mystical, whatever,
But off the head, and two will rise to take its place.
Right. So like I think you can't
Never
do that.
have.
With the exception of that being like maybe like your Make Toys and stuff, which are like in Japan, maybe. But outside of that, like I don't think you're making many changes.
No, Hasbro has no fucking pull like that. They're U.S. It's even worse than it being Takara because they're just a U.S.-based company. They have no enforcement in fucking China.
Yeah, I think if they could do something, they would have done it.
Yeah, fucking. I'm glad that they have no power over it. Fucking bullshit.
But I mean, even if all this shit happened, like I'm so close. I think, obviously I want to finish everything strong, but I'm good.
Let me ask this question just to do a thing. What if third party didn't ever happen? Would y'all still be collecting Transformers?
I wouldn't be collecting at all.
Really?
That's
Nothing
a
at all?
That's a fact.
Hot Toys?
Fact, Jack?
No,
or just
no, because third party is what got me back into collecting.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I would be in on Hasbro Masterpiece because I was collecting Hasbro Masterpiece before like third party was a thing. Mm-hmm. But certainly I'd be saving a lot more money. That's for sure.
I got the Hasbro Masterpiece Prime, and I had the Takara Masterpiece Megatron. I had the Hasbro Masterpiece Starscream, and that was it. That was it. And I was
Grimlock.
Nope. Nope.
Would you stop clearing your throat at me?
I got a minor case of congestion.
So
Got a dick in my throat.
But that's. I mean, it's.
I think that's a good question. Would collectors be collecting Transformers? A lot of them, because a lot of them just collect, the Masterpiece line. Would they collect right now if they didn't have third party?
Nope.
Oh.
I mean, think about what your shelf would look like without third party.
Mine would be all right, but yeah, I see yours and some other people's. Yeah.
I'm sorry, your MP shelf.
Yeah, it would be bare. It would, you'd have a lot more Autobots. I know that.
Yeah,
I would just have season 3 is Magnus and Rodimus.
Stand there waiting for RC and
it would
stuff.
Decepticons would be the Seekers, Megatron, fucking Shockwave and Soundwave, and that's it.
Yeah.
One Dinobot.
It'd be bare. One Dinobot. No combiners at all. It'd be bare.
Yeah.
I have to give it up for third party.
Give it up for third party. I mean, it would make it a lot less interesting,
Yeah, but like I said, I think there would be a lot less collectors.
I don't think anybody would even consider the idea of like a finished Masterpiece G1 collection. I don't even think anybody would even be contemplating that shit.
Oh no, wouldn't it be close? Jesus. Oh yeah, Bumblebee too.
They've already moved on. You got the movie stuff. You got the Beast Wars stuff. Are they moving on because third party tackled the stuff and they figure, we're straight, we can try some other stuff that's going to make more money? Or would they have done that shit anyway? I think they would have done that shit anyway.
Well, could you say maybe? I'm not going to say this, and I hate to say this, but could you say that maybe third party? I don't want to say saved Transformers, but helped Transformers. I mean, yeah, they did help.
I think so. I
definitely think so.
Yeah.
As far as saved,
both. I think they helped, and in many cases, I think they saved it. I mean, you certainly have people, with vested, even now, it's like things like your Sunstreaker, the whatever Spin Out and Sun Surge, it kept that character relevant enough that people are like, yeah, like now there's an MP version. I'm still interested in Transformers. I didn't give up because I never got a Sunstreaker. I just held out my hope that something new is going to end up coming, because it's been talked about by Takara, and, MP has kept the drive for, our third party has kept the drive for MP-style toys around. So I definitely think that it's helped and saved the line many times.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to go just for help, like, I think, look back to City Commander. I think, like, that was essential to the Classics line, like, being super popular and having a lot of prices go up for certain things like Ultra Magnus and Skywarp, like, nobody really wanted the Ultra Magnus with that didn't look like Ultra Magnus, just the white truck, like, yeah. But then that came out and suddenly, like, you couldn't find it anywhere. So. Well,
I also think that, like, if you look at where Hasbro was when third party started taking off, like they were following the video games in order to make lines. Like, I think they were lost. Like, they didn't know what to do.
In the sauce.
And then after third party proved that G1 is still viable, then you get they had that little bit of IDW run, and then you got Combiner Wars and Power of the Primes and fucking what's this other one, the Titans Returns, and like you get all this G1 shit. But I think that's because they like third party proved that the market is there.
Yeah, that's true. The second part of it is a gun to your head. You have to vote someone off at the show right now. Maybe refund $200. Am I right? Who do you pick?
I'm not answering that. That's a bad question.
That's meanie Tyler.
He's such a puss. He actually messaged me right after he submitted it and said, "I sent you a mean question. I'm just kidding. B."
I vote Lenny off the show.
Yeah, I vote Lenny off. Yeah.
I vote Lenny, Oscar, and Antoine all at the same time.
Ooh.
But realistically, who would you vote off? Really?
What?
Probably me, but it's
I vote myself off.
I vote myself off. No, too late.
I called it.
All right, and then Tyler F. also asked, "Hello, gentlemen. I hope that you are all well. With the news coming out last night about YouTube's changes to their partner program, specifically how it's going to hurt smaller creators both in podcast format and individual channels, what are other alternative avenues that consumers of your content can continue? That's a bit of a tongue twister. Can continue to support your channels? Bobby, Matt, Justin, you guys specifically. I know that Bobby does art. No, Robert, not the box art. And sells at cons and such, and that SCU has T-shirts. What are the ways that your listeners can support you guys aside from listening on YouTube or iTunes? How can we purchase some merch? Point us in the proper direction. I cannot be the only relative newcomer wondering this. That's from Josh. That's from Josh Fisher again. Okay, cool. Keep up the great content.
I was like, Tyler L.
So if you know anybody that was hurt in an accident, you give them.
Give them Robert Color.
Keep talking, Bobby. Keep talking. We need to just come out with more merch, really. Patreon's too much pressure.
Justin, do you have anything?
No, I don't think so.
Matt, do you have anything?
No.
You could probably do some merch, Matt, I think. Like put your face on weird shit. Like just
my backyard. I could put my backyard on a shirt.
Just like Matt's face on things, like Nick Cage.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Personally, I've toyed with the idea of getting some T-shirts with my logo on it and stuff, but like I just don't know what anyone's willing to pay for that kind of thing, and like I don't know, maybe someday.
Yeah. T-shirts are a pain in the dick because you had to put out
enough,
so much.
You got to order enough, and then like if nobody wants them, like then I'm stuck with them. So it's kind of like a
wardrobe for life.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like a half a wardrobe of things that are just too small for me. Like thank God I have these 7 small shirts that nobody wants.
You got that little baby that's gonna wear a bunch of T2X shirts.
Yeah, there we go. Finally, I have someone who could wear them. So yeah, like I've never kind of toyed with that. Like I think honestly the biggest thing, like I appreciate and please don't feel obligated, but it's like if there's some like third party release that like I'm not interested in getting, but you want to see my review, like hit me up, be like, hey, you wanna review it? Like I'll happily pay for the shipping if it's something I'm interested in checking out and send it back to you.
Just be patient.
Well, don't give me a box of like 70 things and expect me to get to it, with any frequency. But like one thing, I'll get it done quickly.
Bring that patience.
Yeah, bring that patience.
Justin, if you got all them shirts, man, you got
Just be patient.
You get gifts for all your family members for a little while. So.
That's true. Guess
We'll
what
have it
you
for
got
you.
for Christmas this year? Another T2RX6 shirt.
He'll do it for you just in time.
I would probably do. I've not thought about it, but I would probably do a shirt. Maybe I don't know.
I would buy a Matthew Baldwin toilet seat cover, like with duck face on it. Like
I would too. I would too for the basement. I would too.
Oh my god.
Shattercast has T-shirts available, and
How
we're
about
getting ready to make another order. So let us know. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That does help a little bit in terms of the financially. Basically, so the show itself, right? Yeah, 5-star reviews. That's another way. The show itself costs $100 to maintain. That's annually.
Yeah,
And
Greg is a hard bargain. We're like, come on, Greg, and he's like, where's my $100? We're like, oh, okay, fine, we'll get it to you in 2 weeks, and then he's like, all right, and I'll be back on the show in 2 weeks.
And they should be hitting you up soon, Justin. Actually, for that $100.
Yeah, I gotta look.
If they haven't already.
Yeah, I gotta look.
So
it's the end of this month. Is what it is.
Yeah. So the show costs $100 just to stay online, basically. And then our objective was to have 2 to 3 years worth of show always in pockets. So the goal was to have $300 in the quote unquote bank at all times to cover the show for 3 years. And in order to do that, we needed to create merchandise to sell in order to sustain the show. Because we didn't want to put out the money for the show every year. And we tried to do it just 100% for free in the beginning. Because we knew other shows that were doing it 100% for free, but you only get so much bandwidth under the free account, and we ran out of bandwidth in the first 3 weeks. I feel like we should make some noise for that. God damn it!
Yeah.
So I wonder. Hold on though. If that happens to us and we don't make 1,000 subs, is that going to now occur?
What do you mean? Wait. Let me finish this.
Let
me finish.
No. That was with like the
Podbean
/ Podomatic type service.
Right.
And the other thing they had was like you only had a limited storage, so it's like the listeners now can go back and listen to 211 episodes if you
Right.
want to do that. Like if we had the old service, it's like every 10 you'd have to delete the 10 episodes, and then you'd have 11 through 20, and then delete 11 as we add 21, and so on. So
right. So the service that we pay for, it allows the continued catalog to be stored, and it allows it doesn't. I still don't think it's unlimited bandwidth, but whatever it is, we haven't plateaued it. So
I
it's fine.
think it's only affected. I think the only thing that we're limited on actually is video. I think that's the only thing we're limited on, but I can't remember. It's been so long since we've looked up the plans.
So in order to do that, we needed to get merchandise, but merchandise is very expensive. Like apparel and all that shit, that's a huge pain in the dick, and it's very expensive. So we did the GoFundMe in order to get the money to make the apparel, to make money from it. And it went off like gangbusters the first time and second time, to a point where we didn't need to do it the third time, which was the goal. We had the money available to create the merchandise. So like when we did the Rock 25 shirts, we didn't have the money, did the GoFundMe, made it within the same day. And then when we did the Hail Hasbro shirts, we didn't have the money, we made it same day GoFundMe. And then now we have enough money in the bank where we could front the money for the merchandise in order to make it up on the back end, which is nice. We're in a pretty good spot. But the nice thing about the YouTube was that the YouTube was pretty much cutting us a check for $100 a year, which pretty much took care of the show, which is like a nice little buffer. And then like we have money in the bank, but we're getting ready to upgrade some sound stuff for the show and stuff like that. So like we're always thinking about doing stuff. It's just, sometimes we sit there and we're like, damn, we got this fucking money in the bank, we don't know what to do, But we thought about like doing a website. We've talked about a number of different things, but So
and like, you know, a lot of it is like, even when it comes to like things like merchandise, it's like, well, people want that right now, you know, like, and if they do, what is that T-shirt or something that people are gonna want to buy, you know?
Yeah. And we don't want to dip into the well too much. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't want to like be like, hey guys, how would you like
it's the 30th of the month,
T-shirt?
Time for a new T-shirt.
Yeah. You know, like we don't want to make it seem like we always got our hand out. We want it to be something special. So like Rock 25 was special. It was part of the show. It was like part of the fabric of the show. The same thing, so to speak. The same thing with the Hail Hasbro. You know, with Matt, and then
fabric.
You know, right, and then the same thing with the you know, with the logo. Like, a lot of people had wanted a logo shirt for a long time. So. Like, it was easy.
I still wish we could find an affordable hookup to have a third-party toy that we could actually, you know, like a shitstorm for the show.
Yeah, we always
so
wanted
awesome.
to do shitstorm.
Or Interrupticus.
But I feel like shitstorm you could sell easy because it's just a secret repaint, you know.
Right, exactly.
I want to know who wants a bathrobe.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about doing bathrobes. I mean, like it's real shit. Like we joke, but like a lot of this stuff we've actually looked into. So like we looked into having a Seeker made. It was far more expensive. A Legends class Seeker. We looked into it. It was far more expensive than we can currently swing.
So to speak.
We looked into bathrobes. And we can do some of that stuff. But if you want something done, let us know, and we'll if we get enough people telling us, like, we'll start looking in that direction. And then to help us, though, if you buy a shirt, if you give us a 5-star review, if you subscribe to us on YouTube, like, those are 3 things, 2 of which are completely free.
Open a fake account right now and subscribe.
That all help the show. Click on an ad or two.
And actually
click on an ad or two.
Watch YouTube, because the way the YouTube thing works is like, the longer people actually watch your content, the more they end up recommending your content to other people in kind of a similar fashion. So it's like, if someone else was looking at toy podcasts online, like, it would recommend Shattercast as a result, if, you know, the people who tend to engage our podcast listen to the whole thing, and there's a fair number of them.
Yeah, just click on it. Just click on it and leave. You ain't got to listen to it. Just click on it, let it roll. And it'll be all right. Yeah. If you want panties, we will make panties for you. Yeah,
that's a fact.
That's
not a big deal. The thing is like the other thing with subscribing and all that. Like, I mean, if you just click on an ad, like, seriously, I mean, it sounds petty, but like, it helps. All that shit helps. Like, you're like, you know, I enjoy the show, I'm gonna click on the ad. Like, it helps.
But one more thing, and plus, like I said at the beginning, even if we didn't hit the 1,000, we would still do this. We still love doing this.
Of course.
And we'll be here for, you know, until the end of time. So.
I mean, if we didn't have the money to keep the show on air, we would come up with it ourselves.
Oh, yeah. Just, $25 each?
Yeah, it's just nice to not have to pay out and to dedicate all the time, energy, and effort to promote the show, make the show, edit the show, post the show, record, you know, like all that shit. Like,
reply to YouTube comments.
Exactly. Like, all that shit takes time. Like,
is Robert drunk?
No.
And then as far as my stuff, like, I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of merchandise available.
A lot of followers.
If you
want a mug?
If you email me, I mean, I got pretty much everything. I got mugs.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff, man. You got a lot of stuff.
Everybody wanted mugs. I brought the mugs. No one's buying fucking mugs.
Yeah, that's how it is. I mean, that's how it's all a gamble. But I got, you know, Smoke and Mirrors is on iTunes. Like, a simple download for 99 cents helps.
Y'all buy his shit, dude. For real. I mean, not joking aside, he's got some good shit, and his art's great. You know, all the box art is great, but honestly, his art is fabulous. So definitely look up his stuff and buy his shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, my like art page is Defending Our Myths and Heroes. So if you search that, you'll find the art page, and then you can look through all the shit. And I can get stuff made to order, or if I might have it in stock. Like, I just shipped out 2 things today. I might have it in stock. If I don't, I'll get it made and I'll ship it to you.
What if somebody said, "Hey, I want a Defensor," and you said, "I have a Defensor," and they said, "I don't want that Defensor. I want a new Defensor." Would you do it?
Yeah, but commission work is a bit more pricey, you know. But
Matt just shit his pants, by the way.
Like I had a guy. I'm not gonna put his name out there. He's a cool dude, but he hit me up and he was like, "Hey man, I want a sky warp and a brainstorm." And I was like, okay, no problem. And I was like, you want full body, half body? And he's like, full body. And I was like, okay, full color background, no background, full color. Okay, cool. All right. So I was like, it's gonna be 150. And he's like, like 150.
He said 150, like pesos.
Like, yeah, and he was like, man, I'll just take a print of the Sky Warp and Ravage.
He's like, man, I'll just take that fucking print.
So but because commission work is a lot more time, it's a lot more energy, it's a lot more effort, and like if it's something, it's different, right? So like if somebody's like, look, I just want Megatron, like I can do Megatron for a lot cheaper because Megatron is going to sell. I can make that up on the back end, but like who else is going to come up to me and ask for a Sky Warp with a brainstorm? Nobody.
It's more personal too, because it's you're drawing it for that person.
Right. And you'll get the original and you'll get the file, so you can do anything you want with the file. You can make prints, you can make anything that I make, you can make.
Ooh, what if I said, Bobby, I want a Bobby Skull face and an Optimus Primal.
I would do it.
You would do it, you whore.
Would do it. I'm trying to make it.
That'd be $500.
If it's you, I know you got it.
Yeah, you got that tip money.
But yeah, it's there's plenty of ways to help all of us if you want to help, but none of us are. I don't think are beating down your door or hands out.
No. And if you want us to make something for Shattercast, like I said, just reach out to us. And if we can get a couple people that want that, we'll definitely we'll try to make it happen.
Yeah. You should call it the Save the Tub Foundation.
And everybody is offering you something for your money. Nobody is saying just pay me just cuz. Everybody here is saying like, I'm making videos, I'm making podcasts, I'm making art, I'm making t-shirts, I'm making whatever. It's always something for you're paying for something. It's not just, leaving money in my cup.
Yeah.
There will be a cup outside my house if you want to leave money.
But there is a cup outside my house.
No, we didn't sign up for this to do the money anyways. We knew we wouldn't get money for it, but we just.
Every year I go to Skullfest, I bring an empty cup with me, and they always fill it up. I'm like, I don't want something to drink. I'm hoping someone's gonna put some change in here.
And I mean, it is a thing with Skullfest too. Like, and I'm not saying that the way to Skullfest is by buying my shit. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying, like, when I start organizing like the invite list, like there's people that are just grandfathered in, and there's people that I'm like have made really good friends with. But then when I see that I have vacancies, and I'm looking to add people to the vacancies, some of the first things I think about is who has supported what we're doing the most. Like. Obviously, that's going to be who I reach out to first.
How many more times do we have Robert on the show before we've decided we've
paid him back
enough?
Yeah. And then there's sometimes where you're like, man, I gotta readjust this list because there's people out there that are really supporting what we do and they deserve this invite spot. Like is like all that stuff. Like we do try to give back.
For $5, you can ring Bobby's door and he'll answer it. He's got a little cup out front.
For $5, if you put something in the cup, I'll come out. If you put something in the cup, I'll come out and ring the bell myself.
You said it's just me. Do you hear Matt farting like while he's talking? No, is it just me?
No,
Matt, I can hear you.
Drunk ass. No,
I can hear you farting, and I'm not drunk.
It's your fucking internet. That's what it is.
No, you're like.
No, I'm just breathing hard.
Matt, you can.
That's it. We have one more question.
We have one more.
You can bottle farts, Matt.
$5 a bottle.
Let's go ahead and knock this last one out. Let's have a clean slate. I've been collecting masterpiece-sized Transformers for about 4 years now, but before I discovered them, I had MPO1 Optimus Prime since junior high. I love the size of him and was wondering if any of you were not on board initially when Takara decided to make MP10 the standard for sizing masterpiece figures. I love big bots, and I cannot lie. Pause for pity laughs, and I wonder how our display would look if the line continued under the MPO1 size. What do you guys think? Our current representation is big enough. Maybe you think the current line is already too big. That's from Esteban. Great fucking guy, by the way. And he sent me something that I'm dying to take a look at, but I just got to work through some other things first. I think it is a great question. I think that it is ultimately better to have sized them down because like I wouldn't be able to have the collection I have if they were that fucking big.
Could you imagine an MP01 size Devastator?
Exactly. I wouldn't have the space. The Omega Supreme.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, like the beauty of the kind of MP10 scale is that it doesn't really kill off any potential releases. You know, maybe the city bots, but I feel like there's even a workaround for that shit.
Yeah. The one thing for me though, like I liked MP01, but like as soon as I saw MP10, I was like, yeah, I don't need this MP01 anymore. Like honestly, like I mean I still have it, but it came down to the fact that for me, MP10, just like the styling of it, I'm like, okay, this is like truly a masterpiece to me, you know? So I wasn't sad at all that the scale changed, and then like with every extra release that came along, like it would just became that much better to me. So
it's funny, ironically, ironically when I saw MP10, I was like, I'm good with this one. You know, like, because I wasn't thinking about like starting over. I was just like, I got one already. But I sold my MP01 and I have MP10, and you felt the opposite, but you kept MP10 and MP01.
Mm-hmm.
But like that Megatron had to get the fuck out of here ASAP. Like I was confused and befuddled by that thing upon initial opening up.
Them legs.
Yeah.
My feet rusted too. I kept my MP01 because I think it was the first MP I ever purchased, so I kept mine just because of sentimental reasons. But I never thought bad. You know, when they changed it to MP10 size, I didn't. You know, I was okay with it. You know, so. Robert.
Well, I never had that issue because I started collecting Masterpiece with MP10 and MP11. So, you know, if I went back in time, I wouldn't be happy if they were that big. I feel like they're damn big enough.
I don't know. You got the MPP10.
Well, that's different. That's from my like prime shelf. You know, I wouldn't want a whole line that big. That's why I never got this fucking side swipe. You know, I'm probably gonna pick up the Megatron just because it's Prime and Megatron, but that's it. You know, I'm not about the oversized life. I'm not. So I like the downsize. You know, the Legends is where it's at.
Yeah.
You got room for that, Mac?
Yeah, that's the good thing about Legends.
It's always.
Oh no, I'm in for the Megatron, man.
Yeah, I'm worried about that because I'm like, where the hell is he gonna go? He can't go on the Prime shelf. Now I have to have a Prime versus Megatron shelf. I'm not too sure.
That'd be a good show.
Do you have your Legend split up between G1 and IDW?
Yeah.
Legends?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I do. And that's basically Iron Factory and DX9.
Right,
you know?
right. No, I get it.
Right. Good.
All right.
All right, that does it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me.
Good night, folks.
Shardouts to Cool Table Network, ROC, Edges Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerd Rage Radio, and Wigs.
And my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse.
I am Ratchet.
Third Party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys Podcast.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only and sole purposes of entertainment. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it now.
Shut the fuck up, Chip!